The opinions expressed within the content of this podcast solely that of our guests and do not reflect the views and beliefs of the Bigfoot and Paranormal Encounters podcast, its hosts or its affiliates. Dave Weigert was born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. His family has seen and experienced far more than most families with strange encounters and tragic moments. Dave, the youngest of 4 children and the only living sibling, went on to have many strange encounters throughout his childhood and adult life. At age 20 he began his journey to learn about the unknown. Dave has a background with Baltimore County Fire and Police, private security, bodyguard, bank security and security for a Baltimore sports team and other law enforcement agencies. Dave started the Maryland Paranormal Research Team in 2003 and closed the doors in 2016. He started Other Voices on the MPRT radio network along with a newsletter. From 2007 till 2016 he was the curator for the haunted Ramblewood Mansion. He hosted years of paranormal research and investigations at the location. Dave was also a mobile DJ for 35 years. Dave was a speaker at a number of colleges speaking about the paranormal to students. Dave founded the Maryland Bigfoot Research Team in 2018 and left it to a former member of MPRT. He now resides in Bucks County, Pennsylvania near his grandchildren. He has since founded the Mid-Atlantic Bigfoot Research Team. He currently hosts a podcast weekly called Bigfoot and Paranormal Encounters Podcast. Let's welcome Dave to the podcast.
The sun sinks low in the Allegheny Pines. There's a shadow moving between the timberlines. The city folks are sleeping, but the woods are wide awake. And there's more than just a wind making the laurel shake. Down a dirt track road where the cell service dies sits a man with a mic and the truth in his eyes. He's broadcasting live from the cryptid cabin floor, deep in Pennsylvania behind a bolted door. It's Bigfoot and Paranormal Encounters tonight, shining a lantern on the things that shun the light. Yeah, Dave Bruce is the pilot and the haunting stars now, so pour a stiff drink and wipe the sweat from your brow. Saturday night, 7 o'clock on the dot. The YouTube feed is humming and the tubes are getting hot. From the hair on a squatch to the ghost in the hall. If it's weird, if it's wild, yeah, Dave's heard it all. He ain't looking for fame, he ain't looking for gold. Just the stories that the world is too damn scared to be told. He's broadcasting live from the cryptid cabin floor, deep in Pennsylvania behind a bolted door. It's Bigfoot and Paranormal Encounters tonight, shining a lantern on the things that shun the light. Yeah, Dave Bruce is the pilot and the haunting stars now. 7 p.m. Eastern. The woods are calling your name. You're in the cabin now. Welcome to the show.
There we go. Button finally worked for me. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Bigfoot and Paranormal Encounters podcast. Tonight, we got a great guest, a good friend. Let's bring my co-host in, and then we'll bring her in. Let's see, where you at, Billy?
There I am.
There he is.
Yes, sir.
There you are. All right, everyone, let's welcome Gwendolyn PUCELL to the show.
Hi, guys.
There she is. Hi. So, all right, everybody out there, we're going to open the chat room in just a bit. Hopefully, I'll be able to get your mind on what we're going to be discussing here tonight, other than that war we've been listening to all day on the news. So, all right. So, Gwendolyn, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got started in the cryptid world.
Oh, Lord. My whole life, I've had like paranormal encounters, and from the age of like 4 or 5 on, and then in 2021, I actually saw a Bigfoot. I didn't believe in Bigfoot at all. I thought it was just going to be some hoax that never got solved. You know what I mean? And it went downhill from there.
Okay. I was paying attention to you, Gwendolyn, but I was looking at a note here. Did you have a Bigfoot encounter? I'm sorry.
I had a sighting. Yeah, I had a sighting in February of 2021. Very, very close to my house.
2021. Tell us about it.
Oh, wow. My goodness.
The house where you're living currently, correct?
Yes. Yep. My husband and I were going away, and it was we were at the road as a T at the end of our house there, and we were at that T, and I just happened to look up, and I thought, man, somebody's walking through that cornfield, which is unusual because the guy who owns the cornfield lives a distance away, and he usually drives a tractor if he comes down, and I didn't see any tractor sitting around. So I'm like watching this thing. I mean, it was huge. It was completely black from head to toe. It was crossing that cornfield very, very quickly, walking upright like me and you. And I've hunted here my whole life. And I can tell you, I have never seen anything like this ever. So I'm watching it, and I'm trying to figure out, like, justifying my brain what this thing could be. And I've eliminated everything. Like, it's not a bear, because bears don't walk like that. And I'm like, that's all that's left is a Bigfoot. So I couldn't believe what I was seeing. If to be truthful, I was like, there's no way that there's Bigfoot here. So I started Googling on my phone as we're driving down the road. I'm like trying to find other sightings in the area. And I didn't think I was going to find any, but I found a lot. And that just propelled this. I got to prove to myself that I saw what I saw. And it's just gone down the rabbit hole ever since.
Down the rabbit hole ever since. Wow.
Yeah.
Gwendolyn, what do you think a Bigfoot is? Like we know, right?
I would love to say it's this, and I would love to say it's that. And the fact of the matter is I have no clue.
Right.
What it does, how it does it, why it does it. I approach research with a very open mind, and I let the evidence take me down the holes that it takes me. And I have far more questions than I have ever gotten answers. It's just incredible.
Wow. I know you're a busy woman, but how often do you get boots on the ground? How often do you go out looking for it?
Oh my gosh. Spring's coming up, so I'm going to be going out quite often. I usually go to the Allegheny National Forest, clear on the other side of the state. And I try to get out there 3 or 4 times a year. Mm-hmm. And then I have some research areas a little closer to home that I try to go out to every chance I can get. We have a place in Wapwallapin that we investigate. We've been there for 2 years now. And we have some acreage that's about 10, 15 minutes from my house that we investigate some state game lands. And I have a theory. I live pretty close to Centralia, if anybody has ever heard of Centralia. And I have this theory that I think they're living in the abandoned mines that are out there because they are still heated. Those fires are still going.
Yeah, I've been there.
You can be out there in the middle of winter and see big pockets of steam coming out of the ground. And I'm thinking, you know, if I were a betting woman, I would bet that they're probably using those abandoned mines as a place to live. And unfortunately, those mines have been erased from maps long, long ago because they don't want people out there. So you almost have to go trekking out there to try to find where these mines are. They're not marked on any maps anymore. So I try to get out there as much as I can and try to track them down.
So I have a question, and then I'll let Billy ask you a question.
Sure.
Do you think they're supernatural? Do you think they're associated with aliens, or I'll leave the portal out of there.
To be completely honest, I have had some very weird, bizarre experiences that I absolutely cannot explain. It would be great if a Bigfoot would walk out of a portal and that's how they travel.
Right.
I have a hard time explaining what something is when it does things in front of me and I can't see it. So I don't know. I don't know if they're paranormal, if they're just cloaking. I'd love for one to come out of the woods and just sit around the fire and have a beer with me and just tell me how it all happens. But until that happens, I don't know. I have no idea. But I've had some bizarre experiences that I absolutely can't explain.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could do your taxes?
I would love it because I've been sitting at this desk for about 6 hours getting tax stuff together. Yeah, it would be awesome.
Yeah. Billy, do you have a question for Gwendolyn?
Yeah, when you go out on your hunt, so to speak, how would you what would be like your preferred method of like documenting possible encounters?
I employ everything. I have multiple GoPros. I think I have 4 of them. So I know people laugh at me, but I have one on the front of my head and one on the back of my head because things happen behind you as you walk past. So I try to catch everything. But we also document everything with photographs. I always have measuring tape. I always have pens, pencils, notebook. We have multiple voice recorders, multiple GoPros. I have drones that we use. I have night vision thermal cameras. Like I go fully loaded. I look ridiculous in my vest with all of my gear on it, but it keeps my hands free that I can, run if I need to.
Right.
Well, Billy, you finally did it to me when I do to you when I ask the guests a question. Well, that was my question, but you already asked. I was going to ask Gwen some of the equipment that works for you. Excellent. Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't say I even have a favorite piece of equipment. I just kind of it depends on the circumstance and what you're doing, what is going to work best. So, yeah.
Yeah, mine seems, I would love to get a good picture or a good video, but mine seems to be audio because I was a DJ for 35 years. So, I'm always messing with audio. So I guess it would be, me, the parabolic dish, the audio recorder, and, just setting up audio to record.
Absolutely.
Now you've been to the UK.
4
correct?
times. Yep.
What was that like?
Oh, well, first off, it's just gorgeous there. It's beautiful. And I I mean, next to Ireland, I don't know any other place that's as beautiful as England. Absolutely beautiful. The weather is gorgeous. Um, they have a lot of interesting places there that we checked out, both paranormal and cryptid, and it was a lot. Like it was very exciting and interesting. I've been there 4 times. Um, the stories and the lore are very interesting stories about, even Black Panthers. Like they have stories of big black cats. Now they shouldn't be there either, right? Bigfoot shouldn't be there. Black cats shouldn't be there. All these other animals shouldn't be there, but yet they have like daily reports. And I'll hunt for anything that shouldn't exist or shouldn't be there, or people say they see this and see that. I'll look. I don't care what it is. I'll go looking for it. But it was some of the most gorgeous country I have ever seen. And just to be there in the moment and traversing through those, England's very historical. The land is so old, and like these woods some of them are hundreds of thousands of years old. And they, I know up on Dartmoor, you can't even get into the woods. Because the woods are so old, they don't want people walking through there. So you have to walk along the edge of the wood line to see everything. And it's just so beautiful. But, people are our own worst enemy. We'll destroy everything. So they try to keep people out. So you're literally seeing some of the most beautiful, some of the oldest forests probably in the world over there. It's just beautiful.
Now here's something. I'm going to put a photo up.
Okay.
Let's see. All right, here we go.
Yeah, that's little Daniel.
So
he's not so little.
You were.
He's 16 and probably taller than I am. He's not so little, but
Really?
Yeah, he's amazing. He's an amazing kid. Very, very amazing.
So, has he ever talked about coming to the United States, or?
He's been here a couple of times, not for research purposes, but he has spoken at several conferences, including mine. He was here last year at mine. I believe he spoke at the Great Florida Bigfoot Conference. I'm not sure where else he's going to be going or is here, or has been to, but I know those two for sure. He's been here.
Okay. Now, did you make an appearance in that video, or?
Not in that video, no. I was in the background, I was involved with him and his family during the taping of that, but I wasn't in it at all. But I was along for the ride. I got to see all the excitement.
You were in the background. Here.
Yeah. I was the cheerleader on the side going, yeah. It's an amazing story. It's a beautiful story. And if you haven't seen it yet, you absolutely should.
I'm definitely going to get a copy of it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's an amazing story.
This next one, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that you will be in this video.
Yes. Yes, we will. My first try at being in a movie. It was very weird to be video. We actually went to England to film that, so it was filmed in England, and oh my gosh, it was so funny. They told me long before we went over to tape to practice my screams. And I didn't, because I've never had to scream bloody murder before, so I don't know what that sounds like. So the day of taping, there's 12 people standing around, and I'm like, I have to scream now? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, everybody turn around. Like nobody can be staring at me but the camera guy because I just can't do it. I'm not sure movies are for me. I would like a nice, truthful documentary would be great where I could be myself, but not, it was, oh my God, it was so just, but it was cool. It was cool. I haven't seen the finished product, so I'll be seeing it along with everybody else when it comes out. So I'm super excited.
Okay, let me check with Billy. Billy, do you have a question?
Yeah. Especially having, been to other places and all, are there any parts of the world, not land-based anyway, especially in the US, where Bigfoot has really not been likely to be at or is more likely to be?
That's a tough question. I mean, you were like prepared. I don't really know. There are reports in every state, in every continent, in every country. I have had a lot of people criticize the fact that we were in England looking for Bigfoot, and people flat out said Bigfoot isn't there. How do you know he's not there? Like,
Right.
we don't know if it's paranormal, if he's, a life, flesh and blood creature like we are. We don't know any of this stuff. People have seen what they report as a Bigfoot. Who am I to tell them they're liars or they're crazy or they didn't see what they saw because I wasn't there? But I think there's a lot more reports out there that we don't even know about because people haven't said anything. So, like they say, Washington is first, California is second, and Pennsylvania is third. Those numbers could be really, really off because of the reports that never get filed. So Montana might have 4 reports on record, but what do they have that's not on record? Like there could be, I think the only place I haven't heard a Bigfoot story is in Antarctica and the North Pole. That's about the only 2 places I've never heard of one. But that's not to say that there's not. I don't know.
Wow. Hey, Gwen, I got to share something with you. I'm going to get in trouble for doing this because his wife is in the chat room, Karen Reynolds. But this is Billy's second week filling in for his wife because of her work schedule. We already told her she's fired. Yeah.
You may be fired when the show is over. Who knows?
I might be facing different consequences.
I told Billy the same thing last week. I said, man, you came prepared, man. I said, are you going to, you might as well fire Karen, So, here we go. Let's see.
Happy wife, happy life. Well, those are the only things I have to tell people.
I love you, Karen. Yeah. So let's see what I have. Let's talk about StrangeKnocks.com, your magazine. Okay. Tell us about it.
Oh, that's kind of become my
there we go.
My baby. So look, you have it. I don't even need to get it out. This started, I love that Karen just quit on you. So you don't have to worry about firing her. She's gone. I just happened to, I just happened to be like going through the program that I use to make a lot of other stuff. And I was like, it had magazine, like you could make a magazine. And I was like, what is this? So I was like checking it out and seeing how easy it was or how difficult it was. And I was like, at the end of the hour I spent looking at it, I was like, I'm going to make a magazine. And I didn't even tell my husband until I was like 3/4 of the way through the first issue of putting it together. And he was like, you're doing what? And I'm like, I'm making a magazine. He's like, do you not have anything else to do? Like, I have all of these pots on the stove and I'm like stirring them all. You know what I mean? Like I don't know when I sleep. Nobody thinks I sleep. I don't know if I sleep or not, but because my brain never shuts off. So I'm just constantly going. But we just put out our 5th issue. We're over a year now. We've been going strong. It comes out every quarter, and I have like 20 people that write for me, you included. So you wrote your first article this past issue. So that's the issue you showed that just came out. You have an article in there, which is awesome. How's the process been for you? Has it been good?
Pretty much. Yeah.
Yep. It's pretty easy. Yeah.
You know, as you were saying, you never sleep. You're always doing something. I'm the same way. I'll put it on. I'll pile my plate up, not food, work.
Yeah.
I'll pile my plate up, and I don't ever clean it off. I just keep adding more before.
Yeah.
So,
because I have got knockers, I have the store, I have the magazine, I have like all of the research, and then I travel all over the place speaking at conferences and events. So like I'm always busy, like always busy. My literally I take 7 Benadryl to go to bed at night just to shut my brain off because it will not stop. And I don't sleep. So yeah.
Maybe I should try.
It doesn't always work, but
there you go.
For the most part.
Now here's another part of your magazine. You can explain this a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and throw this up as well.
Oh yes. So everybody has to start somewhere, and I am a very big person who promotes helping other businesses get started and be successful. So we kind of came up with, this is actually the second ad campaign that we came up with, and we moved it around a lot. But we tried to make something that was affordable for everybody to like advertise in the magazine because, I want to see you and your podcast successful. If you have a business, I want to see it be successful. If you have, if you go to all these places and you speak, I want to know what those events are so that we can put them in the magazine for people to check out. Because we do have an event section. It's not in this specific magazine because events usually fire up in the spring. But the next issue will start to have a list of events that happen across the country. Only I can't get them all because I don't know about them. They don't send them to me. So like, I'm always trying to tell people, if you're going somewhere or of an event, send it to me so I can include it in the magazine. I want everybody to be successful. So we tried to make our advertising rates, fair and reasonable.
I have people. I have people ask me, why do you advertise for others on your, on Dave Bruce, on your Bigfoot Paranormal Encounters podcast? I said, because it's called networking. Working together. That's how it should be,
I'm a strong believer.
That's the only answer I can give.
That's right. So if you're putting out all that good stuff, you get good stuff back. That's how I always do it.
That's right. Exactly. So let me see what else. I'm going to put this up. I know you got some other engagements coming up before this, but I found this one. And before I put this up there, Gwen, I just want you to know, anytime you want to drop something on Dave Bruce and advertise it, just drop it in there or send it to me, and I'll put it up there for you anytime. So I'm going to put this one up. The reason I'm putting this one up is because I'm going to be going to this one in June. I think.
Is this the New Jersey one?
The one that Biker Bigfoot.
Oh yes. Go. I'm not speaking at that event, but they invited me as a special guest. So I'm going to be there. I'm very excited about it. It was very cool.
So I'm going to be going to that one. I don't know if I'm going to be a vendor or I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. But I think Biker Bigfoot, Ron House is going to be there.
Yeah, I think he is going to be there. Well. Yep. So I got something going on. Let me just take that down.
I got something going on in July. I'm going to be inviting some friends down to my property. I'm going to do a paranormal / cryptid huge cookout. It's going to be a 2-day event. So you have a choice of, what day you want to come, or if you want to come both. I'm going to send you an invite to you and your husband, and I hope you can join us, because I'm going to ask Ron to make an appearance at that as well.
Very nice.
So,
Thank
Billy,
you.
you're prepared. You always got a good question. Ask Gwen a question. I'm going to fix something here real quick.
Sure. So one of the questions I was going to ask you, I think I have a better idea of what the answer is going to be now.
Okay.
But I see that it does say in your bios and things like that you're the editor-in-chief of Strange Knocks, and you mentioned you had just recently started it. So one of the questions I was going to ask you was, with the advancements in AI, is that something that you use to makes your life easier, and being an editor-in-chief makes things a little bit easier?
The way I do it is I have like 20 people that submit stories like Dave has. Some of them are authors already that have books out. Some of them are just like RPG doesn't have a book out, but he's been on some TV shows and he's traveled the world. And so we have writers from all walks of life that write about all kinds of things: aliens, paranormal, UFOs, strange, true crime, bizarre, weird, unexplained, unsolved mysteries. And then I do everything from the front cover to the back cover. I format every article. Most of the photographs that are in the magazine, they send me with their article. Sometimes, though, I do use AI to like recreate a photo. Like if they don't send me anything and I need a picture of the one time I did like a picture of a German Shepherd because it was in the story. I'll do something like that. But for the most part, there is no AI, or at least I don't think there is any AI involved. If somebody's using AI to write their story, I wouldn't have any idea.
I was actually thinking more along the lines of like spell checks and making sure things are coherent and, not like cheating or anything.
How the writer sends it to me is exactly how it goes in the magazine.
Okay.
I figure it's from their words, and I don't want to misconstrue any like intended like visual or, misunderstanding. So I put it in exactly how they give it to me.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. So if they spell really terrible, yell at them. Because I do not proof them. I do read it, but I don't proof it at all. Nope, it's exactly the way they give it to me.
Interesting. So when you're being so busy, like, how long did it actually take you to get the magazine off the ground and be like comfortable? Like, this is a thing now.
I was in 150% from the very get-go. Like after the first article that I formatted, I was in. I was hooked. I was like, I could do this all day long. Like a lot of other projects have kind of taken a back seat to the magazine because I really, really enjoy creating it. I mean, when the box comes, because they come to me and then I package them and I put all the labels on and I go to the post office and I mail them all out. Like every aspect of it has my hands on it. And when the box comes and I pull the top one out, I literally almost stand there and cry because I'm like so excited because you physically have this product that you completely put together from the front cover to the back cover, everything inside. Like I format all of the ads and all of the articles, and it's just like, it's such a feeling of accomplishment. Like every issue that comes, I'm like, look at the magazine. My husband's like, oh my God, like, is this ever gonna stop? I'm like, go. Like, I get so excited. I'm like a little kid when the box comes. I'm like, oh. Yeah, it's crazy. I'll have neighbors watching. I'm like, the box is supposed to arrive today. Like, could you make sure if it's raining, somebody grabs it, brings it in the house? Like, it's ridiculous.
Here's an interesting question for you now, and I forgot to do this, but you're a paramedic, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Now, when you're at work, you know, we all take breaks at times. Do you
Mhm.
ever find yourself talking to your coworkers about what you do?
Oh, every chance I get. I think they're sick of hearing me talk about Bigfoot. Like, we'll be driving back from the hospital. We'll drop somebody off and we'll be driving back. And we drive right past one of my research areas. And I'm like, there could be a Bigfoot in there right now. And they're like, oh my God. I'm like, if one walks out in front of us, I don't care if we have a patient in the back or not. We're stopping this truck. Like,
I was going to ask that.
I'm going to get out. Sorry, pal.
You know,
You're not dying today. We're gonna find Bigfoot. Like, yeah. I'm always.
My granddaughter is 6 years old now, and she's been doing this since she's 3. Whenever I get in a vehicle with her dad and we're driving somewhere and we get near the woods, she'll look out the window and she'll tap me on the shoulder and go, "Pop, Pop, that's where Bigfoot lives."
Yep.
Yeah, but I mean, she does it like every single time we get in the car. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pop, Pop, that's where Bigfoot lives. And then she'll ask me questions. She'll lean forward because she's in the car seat in the back, and she'll say, "Do you think there's a white one in there?"
Anything's possible, right?
Son looks at me and he goes, "Dad, do you see what you've done to Charlotte?" And I'm like, "She's fine. She's fine."
Hey, there's worse hobbies she could have. Like, she could be drinking and doing drugs.
Right.
So, I mean, I know she's a little young for that, but you know, yeah. There's worse things I could be doing.
So you have. Let's talk about your store. You have a store. It's in the mall.
We do. We have a brick and mortar store in the mall. It's called the CRYPTID Collective. And we have everything in there. We have Bigfoot, aliens, Loch Ness monsters, Mothmans, squonks. Like, nothing's off limits in there. Anything weird, unexplained, and unsolved, it's in there. We do have some true crime stuff. We carry quite a few books from authors. We do book signings in the store. We carry a good selection of small town monster movies, which I'm hoping to increase that selection this year. We carry all kinds of t-shirts and hats and socks and crystals and spell kits. We carry everything. Paranormal stuff. Yeah.
So what part of PA is that in? I'm sorry.
That is in Selinsgrove. It's in like the heart of central Pennsylvania, right in Selinsgrove. It's about an hour north of Harrisburg. And we're getting ready in May to move to a bigger store.
To a bigger store? How about that?
We're going to go to a bigger store. Yeah. It's going to be exciting. Yeah.
Because over the years I was involved with, not paranormal or Bigfoot related, but I've had stores in the past. And when you first get started, I know exactly how it is. You're, oh my God, I hope this goes well. I hope this takes off.
Yep.
Is this really going to work?
It's been...
Be able to say, I'm going to move to a bigger store. That's great.
Yeah, we're moving to a bigger store. Yeah. We're also taking new vendors. Yeah. So if anybody wants to put some of their merchandise in our store, just hit me up because we've got a great, great deal running. We just restructured everything and making it easier for vendors to put their stuff inside of a brick and mortar store. Because I want everybody to be successful. Absolutely.
There you go. Okay. Billy, you have a question?
I think I actually want to pick both of your brains on the whole store thing. So when when you first started having products and things like that, what made you know you were ready for the jump to a physical location? Because we kind of have our own thing going on currently. And
Right.
I daydream every time I walk past like an empty location. I'm like, that would be cool. But I
Yes.
know we're not ready for it. But
I did a lot of that, walking by places and going, man, that could be a great Got Knocker store. But yeah, what took the plunge for me was I was getting ready for the third year of the Central Pennsylvania Bigfoot and Cryptid Festival, which I put on by myself. And we moved it to the local mall, and they had this cute little store, and it's small. It's only like 700 square feet. It's a cute little store. And I thought it would be astronomical in price because it's a mall, right? Everybody says malls are expensive. And when they quoted me the price for the store, I was like, that's it? Like, are you sure? Like, because I thought it was going to be, thousands of dollars and I wasn't going to be able to afford it. But it wasn't. Mm-hmm. And I was like, huh. So I got 4 other friends and myself all went together, and we had enough product between the 5 of us that we could stock the store. So that's what we did. Now there's only 2 of us left, and we've decided not to take on any more partners, but we are taking vendors, and we've made it really easy for people like you to put your stuff inside a store and get it in people's hands. So that's what we do now.
Okay.
Offer a little bit of something for everybody.
Okay.
I put 3 squonk plushies in there today, and they sold today, all 3 of them. I was like, what? Wow. I just put them there. Yeah. So it's going to be fun.
Okay, Gwen, I'm going to give you a little break, and people in the chat room, when we come back, if you have questions for Gwendolyn, please, I got to get some teeth. Please put your questions in all caps, and we'll put it on the screen, and Gwendolyn will ask you. So right now, I'm gonna do a few commercials and give us a real quick break, and we'll be right back, and we'll talk more with Gwendolyn.
Always fascinated by the unexplainable? Strange Knocks magazine is the go-to. Flip it open, and boom, mind-blowing mysteries, zero fluff, packed with eerie tales and uncanny stories that mess with your head in the best way. Perfect for those nights when Netflix just doesn't cut it. Once got so lost in a story, forgot the pizza in the oven. Check out strangenocks.com and let mystery knock back.
Deep in the woods, the story. Deep in the woods, the stories are real. But on the airwaves, the truth can get lost in the noise.
Gary Kendrick is host of Sasquatch Watch Radio. Every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, we cut through the chaos. We aren't here for the drama or the ridicule. We're here for the evidence.
Join us each Monday as we talk with researchers, investigators, and eyewitnesses who have come face to face with the unknown.
It's a serious look at me in a respectful environment.
Find us on YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble. Subscribe today and visit us at squatchradio.com. Sasquatch Radio, the search for the truth starts here.
Just click on that SWR logo on the lower right-hand corner of your screen to subscribe.
I'm Tracy Jones from the podcast Beyond the Veil, airing every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. Listen, you have a question or a comment, or there's something about the paranormal you want to know, but you don't have anybody to talk to, you can talk to me. I'll handle any question you got. Just type in the search engine the @ Tracy Jones, TracyJones -K4F. So, @Tracy Jones -K4F. Tune in. I'd love to see you there.
Where the candles glow and the old ways stay, there's magic waiting every day. Crystals shine and broomsticks sway at crafty witch soiree.
Don't forget to like and follow us on Facebook.
All right, and we're back. Man, I'm gonna have to get me a new mouse. A button keeps sticking. Let's bring our guest back in. Gwendolyn PUCELL. There we go. We all there? Yep, we're there. Yeah, my button keeps on sticking. I'm gonna have to get a new mouse. So there we go. I'm gonna have to set a mouse trap and get me a new mouse. There we go. Let's talk about your podcast. You have a podcast that you do what, once a week?
Twice a month. From
Twice a
Behind
month.
Tall
Okay.
Trees. Yep, twice a month on geez, I don't even know what nights I do it. Tuesday nights.
Tuesday. I'm sorry, Tuesday.
Tuesday nights. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Tuesday nights.
Twice a month. Okay. If you got anything on that, send it to me and I'll post it
Sure
for
will.
you.
Sure will.
Okay. So my next question concerns books. I know you do a magazine.
Yes.
Do you have any future books in the future? Are you thinking about writing a book?
I'm working on one, but it doesn't start out with any kind of cryptid. It does have paranormal stuff in it. It's more of a book about my life and how tragic and chaotic and self-destructive it was, and how I managed to get out of that. And the paranormal has been a very big part of my life. Everywhere I've lived, I've had some kind of encounter with something. And then ultimately, Bigfoot kind of, it's weird because I say, Bigfoot, it's changed my life. It was the 30 seconds of me seeing that Bigfoot. It was all 30 seconds that totally changed my entire life. He brought me out of my shell, so to speak. Like I used to be very concerned with how people viewed me and how they thought of me. And I was very much put myself on the back burner to make everybody else happy, even though I wasn't happy. And Bigfoot kind of just showed me that I don't need to be there for everybody else. I still am in a way, but I take care of me now, and I do kind of like what I want to do. And I tell people on the straight, like how I feel. I don't hide anything. And if I've got something to say, I say it. And that is totally not the person that I used to be. I used to be the hide in the corner, and because I'm used to being put down and run into the ground and told I would never be anything. So that's what the book is going to be about. And it's very painful to write. So I cry a lot. So the writing is slow because people joke with me because when I tell them I have a life that could be on a Lifetime movie, but unfortunately it very well could be a Lifetime movie. And, so it's a painful book, but it's coming. It's coming along.
I know exactly. I know exactly what you're saying. That's why I shared some. We won't go into details, but that's why I shared some bad news with you recently, and just had to be done with it. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I don't tolerate that kind of behavior anymore from people, from other people.
No.
I don't tolerate that behavior.
No one should be treated like that. No
Absolutely not. And that is not what I'm about. And I'm not going to let it continue on any platform that I have. Thank you, Karen.
Karen she said, yes, girl, speak your truth. There you go. Yep, definitely. I want to go back to your property. That's where you had your sighting.
Yes.
And that was in 2021?
21, yep.
21. Okay, since 2021, do you think it's came around again?
Oh, lots
from
of
time to
times.
time?
Lots of times. It's not something that happens on a constant basis. It's I don't think they travel anywhere other than locally. There's plenty of food, there's plenty of water, there's plenty of places to hide. Like I said, I think Centralia would be a great place for them to live and hide, especially in the wintertime. Um, I think we're experiencing them when they're walking through this area, which it goes in spurts. We get rocks thrown at us, not in a violent way, kind of in a "Hey, I'm here, like don't come this way." I have had I've recorded some howls from our backyard. We've gotten my girlfriend used to come over and we used to camp in the yard, just me and her. She'd be in her tent, I'd be in my tent, just us two girls. And I always put out a voice recorder so that I can record anything that happens around us. And we've gotten lots of footsteps, lots of grunts, lots of growls. We have gotten, I've actually been hit with infrasound twice. And yeah, that's kind of an unpleasant feeling because you literally have no control. Like you're just frozen there. You can't move. And it's very not cool. I did have one instance where Bigfoot was very unhappy with something that I did and he left me know it. And I don't take men into the woods that's on our property anymore. I had taken Sean Forker and Matt Arner and my girlfriend's husband because I'm the person that says, if you don't believe me, come here and spend the night. In the morning, you'll leave a changed person. So when I was telling them some of the things that were happening, and I was like, if you don't believe me, come to the property, I will show you. And they did. And we had some very unusual things happen. And then the next morning I got up and I went outside and my husband's like, you need to come look at this. And I'm like, what? And there was a poison sumac tree that was busted off at like 5 foot in the air. And the greens on the top were still like lush. You could tell this was a fresh break and it was very tense. Right. I couldn't even sit on the patio. That's how, like, you could have cut the tension with a butter knife. And it was very uncomfortable. And I was like, okay, I'm going in the house now. And that lasted like a few days. And then I was like, I get it. Okay. I got the message. I took a group of young kids into the woods and that didn't happen. Like he didn't care that I took like little kids into the woods because I was kind of trying to teach them about flora and fauna and Bigfoot and, you know, different animals. And they were fine with that, but they don't like men going into the woods on our property. They don't mind my husband because he lives here, but they don't like other men. So like we can sit around the fire on the property. You can sleep on the property. They don't like men going into the woods. And so they don't mind to be taken. Like if your wife came, I could take your wife into the woods. No problem. They just don't want you there. It's been a learning experience. Been a very much a learning experience. I did have some friends come here who absolutely don't believe me. And they are both very much Second Amendment supporters. So they always have a gun on them. And I was like, if you don't believe me, come to my house, sleep in the yard. So they did. And when I got up in the morning to cook breakfast at 7:30, they were gone. And I called and I'm like, is everything okay? You know, because you're not here. I'm like, what time did you leave? They're like 4:30 in the morning. Well, why? And they were like, we had to go home and take care of our cat. And I was like, cats kind of take care of themselves. You're only gone for one night. Like, I don't think anything's going to happen to the cat. Yeah, they have not been back here since, not even for dinner. Haven't been back here. I don't know what kind of experience they had, but I'm sure they had some kind of experience that they're not telling me about.
Well, Gwen, I'll share this with you. I live in a cabin, okay? And behind me is woods. I'm surrounded by farms, woods. The last sighting of Bigfoot, I won't say the the name of my road, but Bigfoot crossed it to go from one side out of the woods over to a farm and back into some more woods.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to get the son and the father to come on the podcast, or even let me just sit down and talk with them and interview them, and they were so scared that they won't do it.
Yeah.
But this coming spring, I have many things I'm going to do behind my cabin in the woods, and other parts of the woods when I go farther back. Just some things I'm going to try and see if it works.
Yep.
But I could leave out of the cabin, go into the laundry room, and when I go into the laundry room, there's a door that's behind me that's yards from the woods. And I can sit in that chair and wait for my laundry to run. And I'll tell you this. I hear whoops. I hear screams. I've seen green eye shine at least 8 to 9 feet off the ground because I judged it with a tree that it was standing. It was either standing behind it and just peeking around, or it was standing next to it and I couldn't see it because it's so dark back there.
Right.
There's no lights.
Right.
So, yeah. Billy, you have a question?
Well, you stole mine with asking about had you had any other instances. So let me see. Let me kind of backtrack.
Maybe we should start putting them up on the teleprompter so that you can click on and say, "Is Dave going to answer?" I mean,
where's the fun in
ask one
that?
question.
Where's the fun in that? I know you said this is going to be your third year putting on events and all by yourself. Do you have any tips or anything for people considering trying to do the same, or not necessarily the same, but events?
My biggest tip is to ignore the haters, because I get people nonstop that tell me how I should do it, and I should do it this way, and I should do it that way, and I should invite this person and that person. I just simply say, do it the way you want to do it. And if they want to put something on, tell them to go put something on. This is not their event. And you're going to do what you think is the best thing for your event. I have already cried because I had a woman send me an email because I moved it. I moved the event from an open field to the mall. And I thought the mall, it would be a really good place. It's indoors. You don't have to worry about heat. You don't have to worry about rain. You don't have to worry about handicapped people, traversing the ground, because they're in a nice mall. It's very accessible for people who have handicaps. And this woman sent me an email. She completely annihilated me and said I destroyed the event, blah, blah, blah. It was horrible. I literally cried. I was at work. I was pacing the paramedic garage floor, and I called my husband bawling because I thought I literally destroyed this event. And I was like, maybe she's right. Well, and my husband was like, knock it off. Do what you think is best and it'll be fine. And it was fine. And I get lots of criticism. Whatever. Right. The criticisms are coming from people that have never probably planned an event in their life other than a kid's birthday party. So if you have an idea for something, go for it. Do it. Do it the way you think it's going to work best, and just ignore the haters, because you can't please everybody. No, ain't nobody ever happy over something that you do. just do you. They don't need to come. Right?
Right.
That's what I say to the Facebook troll. You don't like it, keep scrolling. Why does it need a comment?
It can't be something like the woman did to you on Etsy, though.
She is the second person. Yeah.
That's a no.
Yeah, I trademarked my logo, and this is the second person. The first person I was very nice to. I just told him to not sell it anymore. And he replied with, I should be nicer to the next person. And I was like, dude, I was freaking nice to you. Like, I could sue you and make you pay for every item you sold with my logo on it, plus pay my attorney fees, plus pay restitution. Like, I could do all of these things, and I didn't. I said, don't sell them anymore. So somebody sent me a screenshot of this lady's Etsy store, and there's my logo. She's selling decals of all colors, all sizes. And I was like, I'm done with this. I sent her a very professional, very stern, not so nice letter that said, you have 10 days to pay me for everything that you sold, or you're going to be hearing from my attorney. I have not gotten any money from her. And I don't know that I'm going to, like, I kind of feel bad. On her Etsy page, it says she's a single mom just trying to provide for her kids. But you can't steal somebody else's stuff. Like, you just can't. Like, look it up before you go claiming it as yours. It was exactly my logo. I don't know. I don't understand people. It's like, I just don't understand people.
It's a shame.
She very quickly took it down. She's not selling them anymore, but yeah, it was, I don't put up with that crap anymore. I'm just going to get a lawyer and have him on retainer and be done with it.
Now, besides the cryptid, are you interested in other topics like dogman and, ghost hunting and stuff like that?
I have done lots of ghost hunting. I went ghost hunting last night. Somebody called me with some reports at their house, and I went and checked it out. I will investigate any subject. I don't know a lot about dogman other than I don't really want to meet one because they don't seem like they're very nice. There are some subjects that freak the shit out of me, like the rake or the slender man, but I'm still going to go out there and look for it. I don't know. They'll probably eat my soul and you'll never see me again. I don't know how it works, but rest assured, I'm going to die. Something's going to kill me that I'm out there researching. Just know it's what I wanted to do with my life. I died doing what I want to do, but I'll research anything at all. I'll go anywhere. I'll check it out.
Yeah. Let's see if I can take another one of Billy's questions away. We're getting close to an hour and a half here. What I want to ask you, and then I'm gonna let you plug yourself. And let's see, what advice would you give someone that's just getting started and getting involved in the cryptid / paranormal?
The first thing I would tell them is to not go at any of this uneducated, and do not go at any of this alone. I have made the mistake of going into the woods in the middle of the daytime by myself, and about a mile in, quickly regretted it. So educate yourself. The first thing I did was I went on a BFRO expedition with about 30 people I had never met before in my life. My husband said I was crazy, but I learned so many things, and I made lasting friendships from that group of people. And anybody who wants to get started, hook up with someone local. That we're everywhere, right? We're everywhere. There's somebody who researches Bigfoot and Dogman everywhere. So just do some homework. Find somebody who's already doing this, who maybe has an established group. Go to a Bigfoot BFRO expedition. Ask questions. Check out people's gear before you buy, because this is I'm going to spend way more money than I'm ever going to make kind of hobby. So that's what I would say. Don't go at it alone, and don't go at it uneducated. Like, educate yourself and get yourself involved with people who do this.
There you go. Excellent. Awesome. Billy, do you have any final questions?
Yeah, for as much as, people who are looking want to find things, how would you go about, like, verifying evidence or debunking hoaxes, or things that you find that you might not, that you want to be there or real, but like, no, maybe not.
Right. I approach everything in a debunking fashion. I will debunk the crap out of it until I can't debunk it anymore. I have some friends that are police officers. So, like when I got my game trail camera, I got a photo of two individuals standing behind my chicken coop in the woods, and they had eye shine in the photos. First thing I did was called my friend and said, "You need to get over here, like ASAP." He came over. I said, "You need to show me how to judge how tall something is based on a photo. Like, I don't want to half-ass this. That's my whole big thing. I don't want to half-ass anything. I want to do it the right way. I want to be as accurate as possible. So show me what to do. If I don't know how to do it, I'll call somebody and I'll say, teach me." Like, he's my law enforcement friend. I'm like, teach me how you guys figure out how tall somebody is. I want to know. Like, I want to do this as accurately as possible. And I document everything. Like, if it's weird or if it doesn't belong there, or I document things that you should find that aren't there, I will document all of that stuff and just kind of put it in a binder, because you never know when that subject is going to come up again later. And then you can start to connect the dots. I'm like, oh, well, down at that other place, I had that happen too. So you can kind of like, I don't know if everything I find is related to anything. Could just be a normal animal, but I'll be like, that probably shouldn't be like that. So I'll document it, I'll photograph it, I'll measure it, and then put it in a book. I have a book of more things I don't know what the hell they are than I do of things I do know what they are. But you just never know when and where you're going to come across the same thing, and you can start like, okay, so there was one over there, now there's one in this town, and maybe you come across someone who has a similar experience. You can be like, I've had that in 2 other places. So I try to do it that way. I think any evidence that you throw away because it doesn't fit your narrative, like if you're a flesh and blood guy and you find something that doesn't fit your story, people throw it away. And I think that's a terrible disservice to research, because you don't know what you're throwing away. That could be the answer to the whole damn puzzle, and you just discarded it because it doesn't fit your tunnel vision. I document everything for that reason, because I don't know.
Okay. I almost forgot to do something that I mentioned. It happens. It happens when you get old and don't clean your plate off from a lot of work. So, but first I want to take care of this. I want to give a shout out to Tim Denman for joining in. My sister-in-law Trudy, Kelly, Mike Shango, and Bill Rigby. Condolences from Bigfoot and Paranormal Encounters podcast. We love you, Bill. Tim Bogle and Karen Reynolds, you're fired. So
I think she quit. I saw it.
Incoming.
Incoming, here it comes. Says, hey, I'm home. I'm in trouble now. I didn't know she was home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Dave,
So
this is officially live.
And I want to say hello to Donna, my cousin. She's in the chat room as well. If anybody in the chat room has a question for Gwen, hi, Karen. You quit.
Don't murder him on camera. That's evidence.
I know, right?
I know, right?
This being recorded for posterity. Like many of the comments you've seen on people's posts, I am not suicidal.
All right. If anybody in the chat room has a question for Gwen, post your comment now, and we'll put it up there, and she'll be more than happy to give me an answer. I'm in trouble. I'm in the doghouse.
Oh no!
Hey, Bill, lock her out of the room.
Hey, Stacy.
All right, we'll give you a little bit of a little bit more time here. If you have any questions for Gwen or Billy or myself.
I have a question. Is the Crafty Witch Soiree, is that an actual store?
Not a physical location.
Okay.
But I think I'll actually let the Micro Machine answer that.
So me and my friend created the Crafty Witch Soiree. So that is our store, and my husband works in the store. So I'll show you. He creates a lot of wooden.
Oh, I love it.
Items. So he's currently working. Shut your ears, Dave. He's currently working on a Bigfoot lantern for Dave.
Oh, that's very cool.
Yeah,
he's like, you just blew my surprise.
Ratted me out entirely.
All I heard was
like.
But it's me and my friend. We started Crafty Witch, and we sell witch-based products. And hearing you talk about how you got some backlash, I totally felt that because we're Crafty Witch and we, specialize in witch items, we have gotten backlash a lot.
Yeah.
But I guess because man is man and we always make, if we don't understand anything, we'll turn it evil or we'll just make it into what it's not. And I educate a lot of people because even though I'm a witch, I am a Christian witch. I believe in God. I just believe in the practice.
Right.
So
I'm with you, girl.
That.
I'm with you, girl. Witch power.
Yes. Oh, girl. Yes. I knew I liked you.
So, Karen, if I fire you, that means you can't put a spell on me, right?
No.
I would never do that to my family.
No.
I love you, Dave. All right, I'll let Billy have it back.
Yes, I'm going to be needing to visit that store if it's online.
There is CRYPTID.com.
Perfect.
And I keep telling them, like I said, I dream of the possibilities of brick and mortar at some point. But
oh my gosh,
I also have nightmares when they just tell me other things like, "Oh, we need you to make this," or "We need you to figure this out." Because it seems like they're in charge of ideas and marketing, yet a lot of the times I'm product development.
Right.
And actual creation of something.
Of their ideas.
Or fixing their ideas or making it possible.
Yeah.
Well, that's a future discussion that I'd like to have with you. Because I thought of a plan. I'm going to share this with Gwen first. Gwen.
Yes.
Karen is my cousin. Okay.
Oh, nice.
I have never met her.
What?
Or did you?
Her dad.
She was really little. Like littler than now.
Her dad was my mom's brother.
Okay.
Okay. And when I stayed with her mom and dad, she was only 1 year old and I was 13.
Oh, okay.
So that was the last time I basically saw any of them.
Well, you got to do something about that.
Oh, we are. We're going to be meeting soon. Very
good,
soon.
good.
We are, and
I want to thank Donna for that. What was that, hon?
I said since Dad passed, it's a lot of healing having family around you. So
absolutely,
I really appreciate Dave. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. I appreciate you too, and Bill. All right, so Gwen, I don't see any questions. So if anyone wants to get a hold of you, how can they do so and where?
I'm like Bad Money. I'm everywhere. So like I have my personal Facebook page. I have the Got Knockers Facebook page, the Strange Knocks Magazine Facebook page, the Central PA Bigfoot and Crypto Festival Facebook page. They all have emails. My phone number is listed on my Facebook page, and you can, I'm like Bad Money. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere.
And listeners in the chat room, please check out her magazine, strangenocks.com.
I'm super proud of that. I would love it if everybody checked it out.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you one thing that didn't happen tonight. Last week when I had Greg Stokes and Bernadette on, when I'm supposed to end the stream at the end of the show, StreamYard or somebody did it for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
They said you were done.
Went right off the air, and I'm still talking like I'm doing the show, you know?
Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
We got like the hook or something. Like,
yeah.
So I don't know what's what's been going on with StreamYard, but I need to have a little talk with them other than chatting with them in the help room, you know.
Yeah.
Needs to be a physical phone number so we can talk.
Yeah.
So yeah. Well, Gwen, it was great having you on, and I'd like to bring you back.
Thank you.
Anytime. Do you think? Is there anything you can think of that we didn't touch bases on?
I don't think so. I think we got everything, which is crazy because I usually get done with the podcast and go, "Oh, I should have mentioned that."
There you go.
Yeah.
I don't think maybe. Probably.
All right. So we're going to get ahead and close the show out. Gwen, please do me a favor. Stay in the green room for a few minutes.
Sure.
I want to share something with you, but all right. So we're going to get ahead and we're going to get out of here. And Gwen, thanks again for being a guest tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.